Hey folks, welcome back to Gameplay House. Today we've got an absolute bombshell about one of the greatest RPGs ever made, The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Rumors of a full-blown remaster have been swirling, and now screenshots from developer Virtuos's own website are leaking all over the internet. Could this mean we're getting an Oblivion remastered in Unreal Engine 5? Grab your gear because we're diving into Cyrodiil in style. Well, would you look at that? Some images of a supposed remastered version of Oblivion have surfaced online, and we even have fresh details on the game's features, and maybe even a launch window. Let's see what's cooking behind the scenes. I mentioned the Oblivion Remake, or remaster, in a video last week, and some folks thought it was all just baseless speculation. Now we have concrete evidence to chew on. A Reddit user discovered that on Virtuos Games' own website, a batch of images went live, actual screenshots from what appears to be an Oblivion trailer. These images were uploaded earlier today, matching rumors that a Paris branch of Virtuos is handling this project. Before they got taken down, fans managed to download them and repost them everywhere online. This is our big one, folks. If you weren't convinced by insider claims, this might seal the deal. The screenshots show brand new visuals, presumably from an internal trailer. It's basically called The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered, if the file names are to be believed. The leak lines up with older insider talk about combining Game of Brio with Unreal Engine 5 for a half remaster, half remake approach. From these screenshots, we see evidence of a new title. Yep, it's literally called The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. One shot even hints at a deluxe edition, complete with new cosmetic DLC, including horse armor, an infamous throwback to Oblivion's early DLC days. The original game was first launched in 2006 for PC and Xbox 360, then PS3 a year later, so this update is a massive generational jump. But here's the kicker. Apparently the core logic of the game still runs on its original engine, Game Brio, while the visuals and improvements are done in Unreal Engine 5. So it's neither a full remake nor a simple remaster, kind of a hybrid. It seems the graphics have been redone to a Skyrim or beyond level, but if the underlying code is still from the original, the game might feel very classic Oblivion in certain mechanics. That's great news for purists who want authenticity, but a huge leap for players craving modern fidelity. In addition to the screenshots, fans found new platform logos uploaded at the same time, like Steam, Xbox Game Pass, and possibly a PlayStation symbol, implying a launch on PC, Xbox Series X, and PS5. No Switch icon in sight, so take from that what you will. This could mean next gen only, which makes sense if they're pushing Unreal Engine 5. One of the wildest parts about this rumor is the supposed Shadow Drop release plan. Multiple insiders believe Bethesda wants to replicate that hi-fi rush moment where the game is announced and released almost simultaneously. We've heard date whispers circling the 3rd or 4th week of April, or basically the last week of the month. If that's accurate, we're literally on the cusp of playing Oblivion Remastered any day now. Remember though, plans can shift, especially after a big leak, so we'll see if they stay the course or change things up. Let's talk gameplay. Oblivion's original combat mechanics are, well, old school by today's standards. Reportedly, blocking will be more in line with modern action games, or even something a bit Souls-like, with a timed parry system. Sneak mechanics get an icon upgrade, and stamina usage is said to be more forgiving. Archery and hit reactions have apparently been refined as well. And that's not all. The HUD is supposedly reworked for clarity, fantastic for anyone who always thought Oblivion's menus felt clunky. This half-remake approach could mean we keep the original quest structures, voice acting, and dialogues, but with enough modernization to satisfy new audiences and longtime fans. You can see in these leaked images a night and day difference compared to the 2006 version. The lighting is more dynamic, the foliage is insanely dense, water reflections look more realistic, and the overall color palette skews warmer. Some might say more golden than the original. People online are already debating the pros and cons of this new look. Some love it, others worry it's too different. But either way, there's no denying it's a major visual upgrade. One concern is how the game will feel. If the under-the-hood mechanics are mostly unchanged, you might have 2025 level graphics combined with old, quirky NPC behaviors. It's going to be interesting to see how that balances out. Now, let's talk mods. Bethesda fans live and breathe mods, especially for Elder Scrolls titles. If Oblivion Remastered merges Game Brio with Unreal Engine 5, will that even be possible? Early insider scoops hint that Virtuos might still leverage Bethesda's framework enough for community creations, but there's no official word. That said, with Bethesda pushing more official mod marketplaces in recent years, a robust mod scene would be a no-brainer, possibly even paid mods. Time will tell how that develops. If Oblivion Remastered is legit, it marks a big shift in Bethesda's stance on remasters. They've historically been hesitant about redoing older titles beyond minimal ports, yet with The Elder Scrolls 6 still far off and Starfield just out, this could be an ideal way to keep fans engaged. If this succeeds, it might open doors for a Fallout 3 or Fallout: New Vegas remaster, something rumored to coincide with Amazon's Fallout TV series. This is definitely a big new chapter in the Bethesda story. Speaking of fan-powered projects, Skyblivion is a modding team's full recreation of Oblivion using Skyrim's engine, and it's still slated to release soon, giving us 2 brand new ways to experience Cyrodiil if you count the official remaster. If for any reason Oblivion Remastered isn't your style, you can check out Skyblivion for a fan-driven alternative. The 2 might actually release in the same year. How wild is that? I was literally planning to meet up with some Skyblivion devs on the 24th, right when rumors suggest Oblivion Remastered might drop. Talk about awkward timing. It's like the universe really wants me to marathon Oblivion all over again. Either way, folks, if everything we're hearing is correct, you can expect a sudden announcement or trailer at any moment. And if it shadow drops, well, see ya in Cyrodiil, because I'll be busy exploring every inch of those next-gen Daedric gates. That's it for today's deep dive on Oblivion Remastered leaks. What do you think of this rumored hybrid approach? Half new engine, half old code. Are you excited for improved visuals, or do you worry about losing that retro charm? Drop a comment below and let me know your theories. While you're at it, smash that like button, subscribe to Gameplay House, and ring the bell so you'll never miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.